Hi, and welcome to another edition of Hollywood On Scene. I'm your host, Amanda Mork, and I am here today with Mark Pirro. The movie we're going to be talking about is called Rectuma. Yes, Rectuma. He is the director, writer, producer, etc., creator of the film. He's a man of many talents. Why don't you give them just a little brief synopsis of the movie? You do a better job than I could.
Rectuma is the motion picture about a giant ass. Can I say giant? Okay.
Oh, you just did.
Okay. Giant ass that goes haywire in California, basically becomes, attacks the city, sort of Godzilla-esque. But through modern science and bad nuclear accidents, this thing grows and grows to gargantuan proportions until a final confrontation takes place downtown in City Hall. That's pretty much in a nutshell. It's a very romantic comedy. It's about a
feel-good movie.
It is. It's we basically build it as the story of a woman, her lover, and the huge ass that tore them apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real heartwarming
It's
movie.
my Schindler's List.
Where did the concept for this movie come from?
Where did the concept for the movie come from?
Everybody would want to know that. I do.
Well, I've been in Los Angeles for a long time, and I've been in the film business on and off for a long time, and you meet a lot of asses in this business. So it just came to mind, sort of like, why not make a movie about one big one that basically controls things? So that's sort of it. But no, I've actually, all my films, every time this question comes up is, where did this idea come from? I don't know, you know, I mean, these things, I can't stop them. They just come at me, you know. I'll be okay, though.
No use of drugs, nothing.
I don't use drugs. No, I don't know. Don't use drugs. Stay in school.
Okay, we're gonna start off with our first scene here, so people get a little understanding of how your mind works.
What?
Basically, it's a proctology scene.
Yes, it is.
Waldo Williams goes to the proctologist to find out what exactly is wrong with his behind.
Butt. Yeah.
Butt.
Is it serious?
It's very complicated. Have you ever heard of the Mexican butt-humping bullfrog?
No.
The Mexican butt-humping bullfrog seeks out unconscious victims and while they're asleep, violates them. What would you be willing to do to save your life?
I can't even believe you're asking me that question. I mean, I'd do anything. I mean, I'd go anywhere. I'd do whatever I had to do.
Well, there is this scientist. He's a Japanese scientist from Japan. Very authentic. Accent, slanty eyes, little penis.
Doctor?
He's very unorthodox in his methods, but he's been known to cure the uncurable, heal the unhealable, and fix the unfixable.
Who is this guy?
Wan Shamshaki.
Well, I could use some coffee, but...
No, his name is Dr. Wan Shamshaki.
Want some sake, want some sake, oh my gosh, it's want some sake, want some sake, want some sake, look.
Such a catchy tune.
That was one of the tamest scenes that we're probably going to see for the rest of the movie.
Yes, I would say so. But actually, that Bill, who is the guy that plays the victim, one of the things that he asked me in the beginning was, nobody's really going to have to like poke my ass or anything like that, am I? Or are they? And no asses were harmed in the making of this motion picture.
But was that his behind that we saw?
Did we see it behind?
Yeah, many times.
Actually, I'm going to let you know a little secret here that a lot of people don't know. But when you see the real close-up shots of a butt, you're looking at the leg. You're looking at my leg. You're looking at this right here. This is what you're looking at. Can you get a good shot of that there?
Yeah, it's
Can you get it like real tight right in there? That's the butt. Look it. That's the big secret, gang. Now you know. Now, you can all do this at home. You want to make a butt, just stick your leg right there. And we got a scene in the movie, I don't think we're using it here on this clip, where somebody pulls a hamster out of an ass.
Yes, I saw that.
Remember that scene?
That was really disturbing.
That was right here. Came right through the leg. No hamsters were harmed during the...
Who came up with that?
Well, we tried using the real butt. It wasn't very practical. You couldn't keep the hamster in, so this was the easier way to go. Worked out really well. But you'd be surprised. There's a lot of body parts that you can make a butt with. You can do it with your fingers, like that. Get them tight enough. Yeah. You can do it with here. Here.
Sure.
Yeah, you can do one of those. That makes a good butt too. I can do that.
A little bit easier.
Yeah. So yeah, there's all kinds of parts, and we once in a while you did see a real butt, but it was very rarely, and that was only when we couldn't fake it, like if it was a full shot or something like that.
And what about this Mexican butt-humping frog?
The Mexican butt-humping, what about him?
What was going through your head on that one?
Well, we thought it would be either a Mexican butt-humping bullfrog or a Mexican butt-humping pigeon. What's funnier? Bullfrogs are funnier.
Bullfrog is funnier.
Yeah, it's like K is funnier. You know, there's certain letters and things that are funnier. So bullfrogs, I don't know where it comes from. I mean, I just sit and I write and I let it happen, and where it goes, I just flow. I flow with it.
How long did it take you to write the script?
You know, I started the script about 10 years ago.
Really?
Yeah. And because I start a script and then I'll move on to another script because the script that I'm working on isn't really that entertaining and I get bored with it, and I'll move it. And then, so I think I started the seeds of Rectuma years and years ago, 10 years ago, and then added to it as time went by, and then did a little bit more. And then when I finally said, okay, this is the movie we're going to do, then I got into a higher pace and finished it.
And finished it.
Yeah, but when I do a script, I'll get tired of it right away because it's very hard to write like a juvenile.
Yeah. Well, these types of scripts, jeez.
Yeah, it's
the next
impossible.
scene.
Should I do with an English accent?
Nuclear.
Do you like that better when I do
yes,
this
when we
way?
come back from
Can
the
I do
next
it this
scene, I'd
way?
like you to do it that way.
Would you?
Nuclear
What?
nuclear rod scene. All right.
Nuclear rod.
Go.
Hold on a second. What the fuck is that?
Not to worry, these are nuclear shrinking rods. They will penetrate your prostate, and the radiation will reduce the toxins.
Wait a minute. You want to stick a nuclear rod up my ass?
Of course not. That's Wenger's job.
Say ah.
So again, with the butt shot, you displayed how well that leg really does
That's right.
work.
That was his leg right in there. That's all. Yep. Absolutely.
And you told me something interesting. Wenger,
Wenger.
the odd man,
Yes.
his assistant, was never in the same frame as them. He was shot in an entirely different area.
That is
you
the
said
big
in New
secret.
York.
That's right. Yes, that actor, Michael R. Thomas, his name is. I'd seen him do that character in another film. A friend of mine had made a film in New York, and he played Igor. In essence, it was a parody of the old Bela Lugosi character. And I said, that guy's fantastic. Would he ever want to do one of my films? And he asked him, and he said he'd love to, but he isn't going to fly out to California. So I was going to New York to do a different project, a totally unrelated thing, and I took the footage of him doing all of his scenes in his garage, or in his basement, I'm sorry, and we did just about every line of dialogue that he had from the movie there, and then I intercut it later on with the rest of the movie. So he had never met any of the other actors in the film. And there's a couple of scenes where I actually rotoscoped him in to the same frame with other actors, but 90% of the time you don't see him with any other actors. You see him all by himself.
That's interesting. Yeah, I never would have picked up on that. Tell me a little bit about the casting of the rest of the characters.
Let's see. Well, some of them were friends that I'd used before, like Danny Leone, who plays Waldo's wife, his unfaithful wife. She's been in a couple of my projects. Great little actress that I met 10 years ago. I've got some other people that I've used over and over again. John McCafferty, who was he goes back to movies like Polish Vampire in Burbank and Curse of the Queer Wolf, and he plays one of the evil priests. Yeah, he plays this evil, perverted priest. And then some of the other actors you get through connections, through friends that know people, or you might advertise in Backstage West. Pretty standard.
Yeah, a lot of them seem like they were comedians too.
Yeah, Bill Devlin, the lead, is a stand-up comic. He does the Comedy Store, and he's appeared on HBO, and he's done all these wonderful things.
Danny Leone, who you just mentioned, will be in the next scene we're showing.
Oh, very cool.
There's a gun in bed. You can see how the marriage really is not working.
Yes, actually, that's the thing. His whole scene, I mean, his whole wife, his whole wife has been cheating on him throughout the movie. And
she's horrible.
This particular scene, she doesn't even try to hide it.
No, not at all. She tries to kill him.
Yeah, exactly.
Honey? What's this?
Gun.
Why do you have a gun under your pillow?
Expect me to wear a shoulder holster to bed?
No, I mean, why do you have a gun at all?
Christ, Waldo! Ever since Mexico, you've been interrogating me about one thing or another. Do I ask why you keep a razor in the bathroom?
To shave.
You know, it's smart aleck answers like that just push me away from you.
What smart aleck answers?
Go to sleep, Waldo. I'll shoot you in the morning.
You'll what?
I said I'll see you in the morning.